Hi guys, welcome back to another book review. Today I want to talk about Destiny Untold by Alicia Morgan. So I actually was gifted this one by the author a while back, and I hate to say that, but due to the health reasons, and then when I was smothered with ARCs and I didn't really have a deadline to get this read by, it did take me a while to get to this one, but I did get to it, and I do apologize to the author that it took me so long to get to. But when I don't have a specific deadline on things, I kind of was, and with my health issues, I was kind of just trying to get to things to the deadlines that were required. And so this one did not have a deadline, so of course it got, now once I got through everything that had a deadline, this one was actually the first one I picked up that was without a deadline. So because I had been reading a book through my iPad and then reading a physical book. That's how I've been reading, trying to keep myself sane, like, and giving myself some variety. So anyways, so go from there. So this one is a great, I don't know if she classifies it as a paranormal romance. I'm not sure if she classifies it as an urban fantasy or just a fantasy romance, but it's definitely going to fall into those genres. I'm going to straight up say she does very well on this one. The world is complex enough that it's going to pull you in, but it's not so complex that it's overwhelming. I know there's a lot of fantasy readers that tend to DNF books because the world building is so complex and they get overwhelmed. This one is not like that. This one is complex enough that it definitely pulls you in and keeps your interest, but it is not so complex that people are going to start DNFing it and just putting it away and being like, this is too much for me. So I want you to take that consideration. If you are somebody who really struggles with world building, or you're just somebody who just wants to tip their toes into fantasy, but yet doesn't want to deal with all the stress of the overwhelming world building, but yet you want something that's enough that it's just, you know, it's got to have, it's going to be good, then I for sure would check this one out, because it definitely is like that one. The romance in this one is kind of a mix between a slow burn and a fast burn. There is a connection there that's happening between the main characters, but they kind of fight it along the way. There's a lot of miscommunication going on. The miscommunication trope is real in this one. A lot of miscommunication going along the way in this one. And so I'm going to say from there, I'm going to try to give you a quick overview on this one without giving away really spoilers. The female main character, she finds out more who she is. She's on a mission to find more about herself. And she has to rescue her sisters. And so the whole book is situated around her finding out who she is and trying to build on her and her self-growth, all while trying to rescue her sisters and trying to juggle this budding romance that's happening. She's got a lot on her plate all at once. And so there's a lot going on. There's a lot. It's not going to be a very slow book. Like I said, she's got a lot that she's got to go through. Obviously, that tells you right there. The book is really steady, takes off at the end. Just, I mean, completely blows up at the end. The end of the book is just... So it's not a slow book, but like I said, it really moves steady, and then it's going to just blow up. So take that into consideration. So if you are somebody who can only read, like, you know, so much at a time, then for sure this one would be a good one for you, because you're not going to have to, like, be rushing through it saying, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do because I can only read 100 pages, but I know I'm going to be in the middle of, you know, no, hers moves steady enough that, yes, you can put it down when you need to, but it's still interesting enough that you can pick it up and be sucked right back into the world. So I know a lot of fantasies cannot do that. A lot of fantasies are just bang, 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 and you really struggle to be able to put them down, or when you do pick them back up, you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? So you'll have to flip back a little bit, and because it moves so fast, those books just move so fast that you just have to flip back and be like, what's happening? She does not do that. Like I said, it's very steady along the way, not slow, just a steadier paced book. Besides that, like I said, the biggest thing I'm going to say about this one is it has some spice. There's not really spice till the end of the book. It's not overly descriptive, but it is descriptive nonetheless. So it's definitely not going to be one that is made for a child. The relationship is more adult. So if that is sometimes like it's something you're into, then I definitely would check this one out. Like I said, I apologize again that it took me so long to get to this. I really feel bad to the author, but you know, life happens, things happen. So, but I'm doing my review now, and I can tell you guys, I really enjoyed this book, and I think you will too.